So, alright, so after all that, after a very hard fight, followed by another very hard fight that I thought was going to be very hard, but as it turns out is actually, not too hard. Now we move on to, well, I don't know, we have to go over here now, I guess? Where are we going? Go there, the Free City, eventually end up in Zeltania Castle. I guess we're going to Duke Altana? Is that where we're gonna go to? I assume that's where the the Order of the Southern Sky, whatever it is, right? Because on the left is, Dysodark and Duke Larg. On the other side would be Duke Altana, right? Okay, before we go though, let's see. Doing all that, but let's go to Tavern because I want to see if there's any rumors. Any new rumors? So this is the same, right? The same old legend about the Zodiac Rays, the stones are the same. But what's this one? A turning point. Let's see. Having apparently lost patience of a long stalemate, Duke Larg's troops have at last taken action. The Order of the Northern Sky, along with most of the soldiers on the front lines, have marched on Fort Besalat. Besalat is an indispensable strong point in the battle against Zeltania, and capturing it will give Duke Larg's forces access to Limberry's abundant food supply. This battle could well be the key to victory. Okay. For some reason, I thought in the beginning, I thought in Chapter 4, they said something about bringing the troops back, but actually, no, they're not defending. They're not going to defend. They go actually full offensive. They're actually going full aggressive. So the ones on the Northern Sky are just going directly to attack Duke Larg, basically, in their fortress. There's also the Horror of Riovans. What's this? Just as rumors of the otherworldly fiend that attacked Lionel Castle began to die down, another is now said to have appeared at Riovans, the residence of Grand Duke Barrington. More than 500 men lost their lives in the ensuing battle. That's a lot more than we saw. No witnesses survive, and there are no clues as to what occurred. Those who have seen the aftermath say they'll never forget the scores of corpses, some with their heads crushed like melons. Melons. Alright. I guess 500 people died in that battle. Let's see. No random battles. Okay, good. Well, I mean, probably doing a random battle probably a good idea, but I kind of don't want to do it on stream. I just want to go. So let's see here. I don't know if we're strong enough, but let's see if we can move on to the Gura Pass. Let's see what happens here. Unless there's... Wait, hold on, wait. Nah, let's just go. Let's see, was there anything else in the Royal City they sell? We'll just go. Whee! There's Ramza. There's a bunch of nobodies. There's Nina, Harbeck, Yo, and Agrius over here. Alright. So what's the plan? I guess we're just going to Goltana. I guess we're just saying, by the way, stop fighting. Fight the church instead, or something. It's not gonna work out though, I imagine. He's probably gonna say, I don't like you, you stupid. Now you die, or something. Well, here's the Southern Sky Guardsman. So long as we draw breath, you will find no passage through these lands. Okay, we're just gonna fight him directly. We're just fighting the army directly. Probably a bad idea. Alright. We can shout. Shouting is very strong, I guess. We're not sure why not. Do it right now. Ah! The Dragon Ball Z style power up. Charge! So I probably should just attack normally, though. I should have... I don't know. Whatever. Just go here. Whee! And just stand in front of them. Okay, they're level 33, by the way, so they're about my level at this point. I might have to do some off-screen grinding. I guess we'll see. Hopefully the first few missions of the first chapter, or not the first one, the fourth chapter, isn't too hard. It isn't usually all that hard, I remember. I guess the difficulty really does just ramp up near the end of a chapter. I guess that's just what it is, instead of in general. Definitely, there are like hard missions in this game. It's just that it gets harder and harder within the chapter as well. So again, it goes back to being a little bit easier by the next chapter. Then it'll get hard again. I don't know. What is he doing, by the way? He looks constipated. Anyway. Attack you. I miss. Oh. I guess not. I guess I'll not attack that person. I will just not do that. Let's see. Who can I jump? I will jump that mage. Probably a good idea. Whee! No, I should go over this way. Now, who is that mage aiming toward? Is it like Ramza? Is he attacking Ramza instead? I assume so. Let's see. Hollow ult maybe? Like so? A little bit of that. You know, it is nice that there's no slowdown as far as I know. Because normally the game would slow down, the PSP version, like it was intended. Like it wasn't a glitch, because on the PSP hardware, it's like we're kind of limited. Because I have a handy dandy, little known secret patch of this game, it doesn't slow down, at least in the PSP version. Now, I remember actually, speaking of which, I remember in the it's not working, it doesn't work. Oh, interesting, he's immune to it. I guess probably have an accessory that makes him immune to it. Can I make you sleep? Go to sleep. But I was gonna, what was I gonna say? I forgot already. Oh yeah, in the original PSP, or not, no, rather, yeah, can't speak today. The original PS1 version, whenever you use a spell, the characters would actually say stuff, you know? They would like, I now cast the power of sleep. You will now sleep, or something like that, right? But not so much anymore in the PSP version, I guess. Raga! Ah! Ah! Not too bad, actually. And you're dead. Oh, you're not dead, actually. I thought you would die. Alright, Ramza, do your thing. Hiya! Actually, that's not a very high chance to hit, so instead, attack the mage instead, no? Hiya! I mean, the blood sword seems very OP by itself. As long as there's no status effects, like turning me into stone 100 times, the blood sword is very good. Even though it does less damage, you just heal every time, so as long as we do good damage, it seems pretty strong. Just use it for the entire game, really. I don't know. Let's see here. Sure. Hiya! Aha, you can't block my attack when you're asleep, dummy. Feel that. Iris, do your thing once again. How about this? Maybe before the mages no petrify, I don't know. I gotta like put a accessory that makes Ramza immune to petrify. I'll never get petrified ever again, if I can help it. Can I attack him from here? I can, okay. Yeah. Normally the corpses would be in the way. Yeah, shouting spells and attacks, such a popular trope. Especially in anime, you know, you just go Kamehameha, and then you do it. Which, you know, whenever you cast a spell, your characters will say stuff. You know, I don't know if it said every time, maybe it's like there's a chance it could happen. I imagine though, if it happens every time, it'd be really annoying. But it is, you know, it does add a little flavor, you know, it makes it feel like your character's actually saying something. Not so much in the PSP version. You just cast a spell, you know, that's it. No more petrify. I don't like petrified again. I mean, is the developers of Final Fantasy Tactics they're really gonna do it again? I don't know. I don't imagine they're gonna do it again. They already did it once with the other guy. Just petrify me a million times. I don't imagine that to be the case. They're gonna do it again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I guess shame on me. But no way's gonna do it again, right? Okay. Or like 43% chance to hit. Hiya! Nope. You know, less than 50% chance, like for you, like in any kind of tactical game, when it's like, look at that, that was 38% chance to hit, and he hits it. For me, when it's less than 50% chance, it's basically 0. For them, it's basically 100. Like, oh my god. Let's see. Not much you can do. The only weakness for Nina, I guess, you can't really do much if she's not in range. That's a problem. Alright, Agrius. Actually, who's under-leveled? Everybody's kind of under-leveled, I guess. Ramza has too much levels. She needs more levels too. Whatever. We'll just end it here. Because I could like just destroy them both right now, and I probably will. Whee! Oh, the Archer's still alive. Archer's still kicking. As my neighbors drag furniture. I wish my neighbors stopped dragging furniture. I can hear it through the walls. The walls are very thin, so... Anyway. Can't do much right now. You know, just so she does something... You know, just so she does something, how about I attack Nina for fun? Yeah, 2% chance to hit. This because she has the Shira Hodori or something. Yeah, just finish him off. Next one is sleep. You know, instead of petrify, is sleep. Well, that'd be better than petrify, at least. At least with sleep, you would like be able to get out of it. For petrify, you need an item to cure it. For sleep, at least, you can just, you know, if the enemy hits you, you just wake up. So you're stuck forever in like in sleep hell. Anyway. So there's that. That was like a, you know, just a warm-up battle. Just killed a few of the Southern Sky, you know, knightly order. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, just going to like another nation, just kill some of their soldiers. We're not. We're totally just a third-party neutral. You know, we're totally just neutral. Don't worry about it. Imagine like Sweden just going up and, you know, attacking other countries on like a diplomatic mission or something. Let's see, I assume it's gonna be 2 squads? Yeah, 2 squads. Oh, the second squad will be, I guess, Nina and Harbeck. I don't know if you can hear that, but, you know, they have to do it while I stream. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, alright. Here is a Knight Templar. Uh-oh. You slew my brother. I will have satisfaction of you. Not again. You know, another sibling, like, revenge plot. Everybody wants revenge for everybody else for their siblings getting killed or kidnapped or whatever. Your brother? Who are you? Do not play games with me. I am Meludal, Hengail, I guess. Not the other Meluda, because the other Meluda I definitely have, you know, a hard time with. She's Meladiolo Tengal. You killed my brother Isolud at Riovanes. And now you will die. Not by any order of his holiness. I do this with Isolud. I didn't kill him though. It was like his dad that killed him. But I guess nobody's gonna believe me. I'm just a heretic. Oh well. Okay, so here's another mission where you just gotta defeat the boss. It depends how strong the boss is. Because I would like, again, to squeeze experience, but, you know, we might not have that luxury, unfortunately. But yeah, block. Oh, that's the thing about the Shira Hadori, I think, or I can't remember how you say it, but the funny thing about her skill. Ow! What? My armor probably got destroyed. No, that's expensive. The heck? Well, it doesn't block that. I was gonna say it blocks. Even though it says it doesn't block range attacks, it actually does. It does like, block range attacks, which is funny. But she broke my armor. Alright, why is she like glowing like that? Look at her stuff. Oh, she has a defender. Oh, I remember the defender is a special because. Oh yeah, she has like special items I can take maybe. There's re-raise and regen. I might consider doing. I don't know. I might consider doing that off screen. I'm not sure. But like, she has like really good stuff. Defender is okay. I think like it's a knight sword, which is interesting. Has like really high block. And Chantage is like very good because of re-raise and regen. So like when she dies, she just comes back. You know. So he's literally invincible if you have that on. Technically. It's like OP. It's very OP. And the one time I don't have steel on, you know? I took off steel. Hardback. Oh well. Anyway, I mean, just try to kill her, I guess. She has Defender, though. Defender is like... I assume she has parry as well, right? If she has parry, that means she have like 60 plus block. You know, basically minus 60% chance to hit her, at least with physical attacks. Anyway. Which is very powerful. Oh, all the way from there. Nope. Block. Can't hit me. Can't hit me at all, dummy. So yeah, I might, I don't know, I'll probably, because what I could do is just reset the mission right now and try to like steal her stuff. It sounds annoying though, so I probably might consider doing it later. If I feel like it, you know? Otherwise, maybe not so much. Alright, yo, you just go over here, I guess. Alright. Arbeck, do your thing. Just jump on her, I guess. Wee! And Nina, you go over here. Just attack her, I guess? 63% chance? Hiya! Block. Oh, man. Glacial shards, oh. It's, I don't know, what's her face? A lot of the summons, by the way, definitely the same summons you get in other Final Fantasy games. I believe the way, I mean, normally if you have a summoner yourself, I think you have to get hit by the summon spell to learn it, maybe? I'm not sure. Something like that. Oh, yeah. Okay, did some damage at least. We have to basically just kill her as fast as we can, I feel like. What are you gonna do? Spark bomb. Ow. Don't attack Ramza. Yeah, he's dead. Never does anything. Just dies. Ow, stop it! The heck? My stuff! In particular. Can she reach it from here? I'm not sure. I guess not. Is Judgment Blade longer range? No? Alright, well. I mean, I guess just kill her. Or try to anyway. Yet again, by the way, everyone just dies very quickly. Anyone else needs help? Do you need help? No. Mystic. Mystic. Use the power of Mystic. Can't get rid of you. Go to sleep. If possible. All right, we're just gonna rush. What's her face? Maludalia. I want to say Maluda. It's a very similar name, but it's not Maluda. It's somebody else. Maybe it is Maluda. You know, come back from the grave. But no, she said her brother's different though. Not Ygraph. I killed Ygraph, right? Yeah. Well, technically, I did kill Ygraph. So you know, if somehow Maluda came back from the grave and wants revenge, that could be a thing. Anyway, Arbeck. I mean, I could lose, by the way. I don't know. I could lose. Heartbreak's doing good damage, though, just by living. As long as he gets that jump off. Go to sleep. Ah, damn it. Didn't work. You gonna attack Io or something? I'm gonna attack her. Block it, please. No? Didn't block. Come on. Let me move Agrius, please. If I can just move Agrius and just do a little bit of damage. This is like a really horrible fight. Only Hardback's doing enough damage, I think. As long as we... yeah, okay, I think we did enough. Alright, that was like full-on just rusher. You fight well. Small wonder Wargrave fell to you. Hear me, Ramza. When next we meet, your blood will soak the earth. Run away! Alright. All these Knights Templars are just so big cowards. Big old cowards. We kind of just cheesed it with Hardback. Don't worry about it. Even though that was not very good, to be honest. It's like everyone just died. Let's see. All our armor though broke. Ugh, god damn it. Buy new ones. All right, let me just save the game. Over here. So before we move on, we have to buy new armor. Let's see, any random battles? Hopefully no random battles. Probably get a random battle anyway. You go to like a castle, I think, to buy like plate armor or whatever. I have to go back this way. Oh, there's a cutscene though. Cutscene! Sotalia Castle Keep. Yeah. Back to the leader. Tetra. I don't know. What's he doing? I don't know. He's just like thinking, I guess. He's thinking about things. And then, oh yeah, I was hearing that. What was that sound? I was wondering what that sound was. It was just Ivalice trying to blow that blade of glass again. Or glass? No, grass. Not glass? What are you doing with glass? You know that trick too, making a whistle out of a blade of grass? A friend taught me when I was living at the monastery. I can never seem to make it work though. You did it once though. You did. Wasn't it like a cutscene with Ramza where he taught her and then she's like, "Oh, it was actually really easy," but then she just forgot again. Okay. Here, like this. Yeah, like this. Just do it. You know. Isn't that annoying when somebody just tells you, "Just do this," you know, and then you're like, "What? But how?" I did it. What is that? Oh, this? It's a stone that turns into a monster, don't worry about it. Or, no, it's not a stone actually. I thought it was a stone, but it's a pendant? A pendant. I keep it as a remembrance of my sister, Tetra. She was caught up in this fighting and died. I'm sorry. She died for the nobility's convenience. They used her and cast her away. For that I cannot forgive them. I should not let them deal to you the same fate they dealt to her. I will protect you from aught and all who would use you. Alita, thank you. And then they continue to make out. They're just getting like deleted dating sim scenes, I feel like. I don't know. Alright. Save the game again. Million saves. And now we're gonna go to buy new armor, because that's what we need to do. No random battles, no random battles. Ah, random battle! Let's continue the game. I went back and, you know, re-equipped my naked Nina, you know, because her armor literally got stripped off by an enemy in this free city of Bravenia. And now we can go forward to the Finniff Creek. I wonder what's there. Let's see. After I just double save, just in case. I don't know if I think I saved already, but I'll save it again. In case I forgot. Anyway, let's go. Whee! Alright, so here. Oh, can't assign more units to my squad. In which case, I'll put. I have too many chocobos. Heal. Put heal there. Put heal there. And then this party will be. Like that. Or maybe I should like. You know what I should do? I should go back. Back? But then. Wait, hold on. What? Okay, hopefully I don't press the wrong button. Do that. Back? Backwards? I'm gonna put Nina here instead. Because Agrias and Harbeck, they have range attacks. So if they start off, assuming they start with a different squad and they're far away, they can at least have some range attacks in case I need them. Ramza and Hio and Nina will be in the first squad. Instead. Let's see, and then Agrias after scrolling a million chocobos. Alright, I gotta get rid of those chocobos. And something of you know, just something for just I don't know what am I trying to say. Be forewarned is all I'm saying. Is that sometimes, by the way, I don't always read chat during like a cutscene or something. I like to focus on the game and stuff like that, but I do read it afterwards, so just don't expect me to reply to everything right away, or sometimes not at all, depending if you say something and then the moment's already passed, I might not reply, but I still read everything in my head though, just to say that anyway, because I feel like sometimes people feel like I feel like I'm ignoring someone when they talk in chat or whatever. I'm not trying to. I'm just reading the cutscene or whatever, or absorbing the cutscene, and then I'll read the messages afterwards. That's what I usually do. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes nobody chats at all. Sometimes nobody chats at all in chat, and that's fine though. If nobody watches, or if somebody is watching and they're just like lurking, that's cool too. But I'm not used to always glancing at chat all the time. I'm only glancing it occasionally. But anyway, continuing the story though, these waters are deeper than I thought. A single misstep could spell disaster. And that's it. Okay, there's not much story. I say all that. There's no real cutscene though. I think this is just another filler battle. We just fight a bunch of chocobos. All right, this might as well just be a random battle in that case. This is not necessary at all to the real story. Well, it's still, this is still mandatory anyway. Guess I'll do it. I don't know. I feel like sometimes people, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I could just be reading into it too much, because I hear it all the time on like, not me in particular, but like sometimes I read about like other streamers or whatever, and people always say, "Oh, I go into a small stream," because I'll be honest, I am like a quote unquote small streamer, even almost non-existent really. And people always complain about, oh, the streamer doesn't talk, even though I talk all the time. But also the streamer doesn't respond to me. Then I leave, because they suck. Why bother streaming? You're not gonna reply to my comment. And I'm like, dude, but me personally, I don't know how other people do it. Sometimes maybe you do want to do it like a science stream. I don't know. You don't have to talk at all, but I just don't reply immediately. Sometimes I just don't. Always, because I'm just focused on the game. Because I like to give the game some space. Because I do watch streamers as well. I watch streamers too. I watch other streamers too. And sometimes what I don't like, me personally, is when someone is kind of focused on chat, or either chat or just talking about something else really, and then they're not really paying attention to the game. That annoys me. It doesn't stop me entirely from watching someone, because they might be super entertaining in other ways as well, but definitely I kind of don't like it when someone just ignores the game, and then just focuses on something else. I feel like because I don't know, I just don't like that. Because you're playing the game for a reason. You might as well not play a game. You might as well just have a podcast in that case. So you're not paying attention to the game, is what I'm saying. Game Grumps. Anyway, anyway. No, actually, no, not Game Grumps. You know, I say Game Grumps, but not really. I mean, they're not the worst at that sort of thing. There are probably worse ways to do it. But the Game Grumps definitely are a type of channel where they don't really focus on the game that much. They just make jokes all day. So they might as well just do like a comedy act or something. You know, the video game is just there as a background. Really, people are there for their personalities, which makes sense. You know, that is entertaining, is the thing. That's not a bad way to do it. It just irks me in particular. Like me personally, I don't like it when you play a game and then you don't pay attention. It's you know, it's just disrespectful to the game. I don't know. To me, it's like you're having a conversation with like 3 people, but then you're not paying attention to the one person. You know, even though I guess if you consider like a video game a person. Anyway. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. I guess. I just play video games. That's all I do. Also, I'm gonna die, by the way. This is like, what? This is tough. These chocobos are very tough. There's red one, black one. Now, these ones do... I don't know if they do a lot of damage. The red ones definitely do a lot of damage, it seems. So I gotta, like, kill them now. It's, I guess, rush. Only because I get I heal a little bit when I attack, so I get some health back. Like so. Face this way because the tree's blocking my back. It's more that they're impatient. Do you mean like sometimes the people in chat are impatient, or sometimes the streamer impatient? I feel like, yeah, it could go either way. I feel like sometimes, I guess people sometimes just, you know, they talk over the game because they're a little impatient, maybe. Hantana Yuri, you personally prefer the banter side of things? Your favorite bigger streamer is one that has constant banter going on. But to say that he's not paying attention to the game at all is not is not right either. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's a deal breaker, I guess, to not pay attention to the game at all. But I don't know. It's still like, you know, it's just a slight, like, if I were a streamer, you know, if I were actually streaming video games, like what I'm doing right now, I would like prefer to pay attention to the game when it's important to do so, you know. Ironically, actually, I can't remember which one it was. Oops, I killed the chocobo that Hardback was gonna attack anyway. Oops. I can't remember what it was. I think it was Perfect Apocalypse, actually, one of the little cutesy horror visual novels I've done, which actually is very popular on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why that blew up a little bit. Not too much, but more than usual anyway. My particular Let's Play of that game got popular. Perfect Apocalypse. I remember one of the comments actually said something about how, like, I did not read any of the... It's weird because it's the opposite of what I usually do, but someone mentioned how, like, in a YouTube comment said, like, I didn't pay attention to this game at all. You didn't read anything. Why? What's the point? You're gonna skip everything. And I got really confused by that comment because that's the exact opposite of how I do things. You know, I don't skip. I read everything. When I do a visual novel, I literally read everything myself and do everything as slowly as I can, actually. I take it very slow. Also, I don't know, just in case she, like, dies. I don't want her to die. I think the generics die permanently if they turn into a crystal and everything, so it's probably not great. Don't kill her. It's gonna kill her again. Damn it. I bet. Anyway, there's a comment that said, like, I didn't pay attention to the visual novel at all, or I skipped everything. But I think if I had to guess, and it's weird, but maybe they, like, skipped the video to the part where I was kind of skipping some of the parts, but only because I was skipping over the parts where I already read, you know? Maybe that's what was, they saw. Which is weird, because then I don't know, ironically, they're the ones skipping my video, is all I'm saying. You're telling me that I'm skipping the game, you're skipping my video. You didn't see the whole context of why I was skipping stuff, because obviously I was skipping because I already saw that part. I'm just skipping to new probably like new endings or something, you know? Because in that game you can like there's multiple paths, you know, there's a lot of bad endings you can get. Because the point of the game, I feel like anyway, is to find all the different types of endings, right? Now these chocobos are very tough, by the way. Might lose. I don't know. Assuming... No, they're gonna do no meteor. Risa, you're either banter and rambling or about random stuff is the essence of streaming? I guess so. I mean, there's multiple ways to stream. For me though, it's like, you know, it's kind of like two thoughts, I guess. Like I'm also like I want to put this on YouTube, so this is all gonna be on YouTube, by the way. This is all gonna be YouTube as well, because I don't want to ramble too much, as well, because I want to have a, you know, I don't know, like some form of kind of how you say continuity? Is that the word? Continuity to it as well. Is what I want when I put it on YouTube. I guess there are some exceptions, obviously, like Genshin Impact, for example. When I stream that game, is like whatever, you know. I don't really do much with that game because it's that type of game where there's no like I feel like, you know, there's no end to the game is the thing, so I don't worry about it too much in Genshin Impact. So I just ramble like 90% of the time anyway. Otherwise, I don't want to do it all the time. What am I trying to do, by the way? Should I kill the chocobos or should I Phoenix down? Who's going next? It depends. Lucaros, Musa. Alright. If I use an item, it's Musa will go next. If I... You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Because... to make sure she doesn't disappear into a crystal. Whoop. Alright. I don't know, I feel like, I guess, I don't know, it depends on the game, really. Because usually, the problem is that I usually like to do story games, you know, story games where you actually gotta follow the plot and everything. I actually want to pay attention to the plot, right? If you're gonna play something like a multiplayer game or whatever, where it doesn't really matter, then maybe it's better to just ramble the entire time, which is fine, I guess. Depends on the game you play. But I like to do story games, so usually anyway. That's why I like to pay attention to the story and just talk about the game. Really, I just usually don't like just talk about the game. That's it. Attack, I guess. Hopefully I don't die. Hopefully I don't like accidentally like lose the battle, by the way. Okay, well, I'm gonna kill you. Ideally I would attack from the side. If I go over here though, it's depth 2, so that means I can't attack in the water. I have to attack from the front, which is not great because there's a chance they'll miss. So 10% chance I'll lose this mission. Okay, good. Get rid of you. And then there was Harbeck. Who's moving next? Musa again. You know what? Fine, I'll just get rid of Musa. Assuming how much CT? Oh, 87 actually. Harbeck is full health. Can this chocobo reach the crystal? As 6 move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. You know why? Because it's going to grab that crystal and restore his health. So I'm gonna grab it before he can. Then I'm going to do nothing, I guess? I don't know, I could jump. Can't jump on that chocobo for some reason. If I jump here, they're just gonna move anyway. I guess I'll just wait. Okay. Attack Agrius. Not great. Die these. I'm gonna just die these random chocobos, by the way. So that's not great. 43% chance to hit means it's 100% chance to hit. But I'm alive, so that's all that matters. Is that enough to kill? I don't know if that's enough to kill. It's not enough to kill. How much does this do? 136? I'll just do as much damage as I can. Alright. Anyway, I don't know what I was talking about, but actually I already forgot my train of thought. Actually, I don't know. See, that's what happens. You know, that I can't. I'm really bad at that. I always lose my train of thought. A lot of the time. I think I was saying something about like I think initially I was saying about how like I don't read chat all the time. I don't know, it's just always something in the back of my mind. Because sometimes, you know, ironically, sometimes I don't know, they're like old comments, so maybe people feel different now. But sometimes I read comments, like again, not about me, because I'm not popular. I'm not that popular yet, where people actually talk about me on the internet. But you know, I hear about other people who talk about other streamers, stuff like that. I should revive. I should revive Nina before she dies. When they talk about other streamers, they're like sometimes, oh, they don't pay attention to chat, they never talk. Such a bad streamer. That's why I think about that. Such a bad streamer. Don't respond to chat ever. And then you hear, and then well, it's funny because people will complain about that, but then it seems like that's what you're supposed to do, though. Because what I don't do, here's another thing I kind of don't do, because I'm such a big hipster, I guess, is that I don't have like big fancy notifications, you know, no overlay, no extra stuff really, it's just the game. But then you see all these other people who do it, and people say it's annoying, but at the same time, people like it? I don't know, it's weird. Like, what do people want? I don't know. What do people actually want? I have no idea. You know, people say, for example, like, oh, when there's like a follower notification or something. I don't have that, to be honest. I actually don't know if anyone... If you press the follow button, I actually don't know if you pressed it until after the stream, to be honest. So I appreciate it if you press the follow button. But there's no like big notification because I don't see it. There's, you know, it's just too much stuff. I don't want to like put it on the screen. I have a really vanilla experience when it comes to streaming stuff, anyway. But I hear comments, you know, at least about other streamers, is that, oh, it's annoying that they do that. But at the same time, it's actually good, apparently. You know, it's like, but that is what you're supposed to do, apparently. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. What do you do? I don't know. Anyway, I guess we did that. We killed a bunch of chocobos, by the way. We just, like, committed slaughter on a bunch of animals in a creek. Good. Baldur, you like the way I do this? Yeah. I mean, I basically, I mean, I still don't really know the best way to do anything, really. But I just want to, like, what I would like out of a stream. That's basically what I'm trying to do. So something just very bare minimum, is just the game and my voice. That's basically it. And nothing like, no like special bells and whistles. Just as good quality as I can out of the microphone, which, by the way, it's still noise. I don't know. I don't know of any, but apparently I'm crazy. But I always hear sometimes some audio glitches in the microphone when I when I listen to my recording afterwards. I think it's still, you know, some popping here and there. It's occasional, but I feel like it's there. Apparently I'm crazy, because apparently no one else hears it. Could just be a ghost? I don't know. Eventually, though, I do want to replace my audio interface. I might change my microphone as well eventually. Depends. Depends if they, you know, if I find a good microphone that's on sale. I'll probably just, ironically, I might pay for a cheaper one, because I want to get like a dynamic microphone that's like probably better for me, because it doesn't pick up background noises as much. Because I have like an AT2035, which is like a condenser mic, which is good quality, but it picks up background noises too much, I feel like. And also, I don't know if it's a microphone or my audio interface, but something's causing some kind of audio glitch. Anyway. Different tastes for different people. Some like heavily edited content, some like live stream, some like VTubers. Oh yeah, VTubers, by the way. VTubers are like a whole new wave, which existed before, you know. VTubers have always existed, I feel like, but they never called it that. It was just, you know, something else. Like Kizuna Ai, you know, remember Kizuna Ai? Now VTubers are a whole thing now. There's also no voice streams. Oh yes, I'm gonna go really bare minimum. I just don't talk at all. Well, you know, for me anyway, that would defeat the purpose. You know, then if I don't talk at all, you know, there'll be just nothing. You just, what's the point? I mean, you know, you can do long plays, I guess. But then if you do long plays, then you're kind of pressured to play the game well, you know. And I don't know. And also, just in general, I think I ranted about long plays before. Like, I respect them. Like, if you do them, that's good. That's fine. Especially if you just do it for, like, fun. That's okay. Oh, well, there's a cutscene, though, so hold my thought. Watch the cutscene first.
A heretic at prayer in a church. Passing bold, Ramza.
I shall ask it plain. Why has the High Confessor planted you amongst Goltana's men?
I see no harm in telling you. Duke Goltana and Count Orlando. I am to assassinate them. Groups such as the Corpse Brigade, ill-contented with the crown and the nobility, are in no short supply. The church only fans rebellion's flame. The people tire of war, and their disdain for the crown waxes with each passing day. Of course, Goltana and Larg want to put down the rebellions at home. Only they lack the troops to do so. To break the impasse, they seek to bring an end to the conflict for good and all. Even as we speak, their armies mass at Fort Bessala to that purpose.
Then these months of rebellion and unrest, it all goes as the High Confessor had planned.
Yes, but it will not end as they have hoped. Larg and Goltana will be assassinated once the battle begins. Cut off one head, and two more spring forth. So naturally their closest allies must die with them. Count Orlando of the Order of the Southern Sky, Zalbag of the Northern, and of course, Lord Dysadark. With their leaders gone, the fighting will cease, and they will have no choice but to embrace the peace we offer.
A peace? Or surrender on the Church's terms?
The people will proffer to the Church the role of mediator with hands upraised. What's more, the Church will have the Zodiac Braves. But there's the rub. One thing yet remains between the Church and the Auracite. The heretic, Ramza Beoulve.
Is that it? You've come to fetch the Auracite for your masters?
I am no hound healing at the Church's skirts. I answer to no one but myself.
Meaning what?
Meaning I would not think twice of killing you, Ramza, should the hour come. But not this day. Though our methods be different, our goals are not. As long as they remain so, you are no enemy of mine.
Jalida. Let us fight this together.
I cannot join you. She needs me. Far too much to leave her now.
The princess?
Prince or princess, the Church cares not. It craves only power. A puppet state, with the High Confessor at its strings. This is their grand plan for Ivalice. cannot say. I am sure only of this. To save her life, I would gladly give my own. You must think this strange.
No. I understand only too well.
I address the heretic Ramza Beoulve. You are besieged. You will surrender yourself up to us at once.
I know that voice. Confessor Zalmor.
All right. They love to do that, by the way. They cut the black, and the cutscene's not actually over. I always say the cutscene's over when it cuts to black, but it isn't. Anyway. Also, again, the cutscenes are... I don't know, they're good. It's just, why does everyone have big hands? And also, why does Ramza still have that spiky armor? It doesn't make any sense. He should have the new armor. Anyway. What was I saying? I forgot. What was I saying? Something about long plays, I think. I guess it's something about long plays. I respect them, but I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to like stand out. You know, it's very hard to stand out if you're doing a long play with no commentary at all. Because how will you differentiate yourself with somebody else? They would just do the same thing, and you know, it's like really random whether or not you'll watch your stuff. I don't know. Maybe you just do the best you can, like have like 4K quality and like have very good gameplay, I guess. Otherwise, it's just hard to stand on its own, you know. It doesn't make your playthrough very unique unless you maybe add a voice or something. That's what Let's Plays are. That's why people watch Let's Plays. Is there's like somebody playing the game, rather than like nothing, like just like rather than like automatic, feels like nobody's playing the game, or maybe somebody is playing the game but they're like a faceless person that's not there, I guess. Anyway, here's Confessor Zalmor. The Black Rem Knights is the leader herald. Yours is an unexpected sight. Oh yeah, didn't we meet him before? Yeah, Zalmor was the guy who just stood around healing people, I think. He has seen me. He does not live to tell of it. We must fight them, Ramza. They know nothing of the High Confessor's plot. They serve him blindly. If we explain what has happened, they may will listen. Hear your words, Ramza. Reasoning with their ilk is folly. Even you must see this. But you have leave to try. Try? I don't know about try. I know there's an option to like talk to Zalmor. We just need to kill him, That's all we got. Old VTubers are basically people that stream VR chat. They're just the avatars. That's like really early VTubers that weren't called VTubers. Well, I remember there was because even before VR chat, I remember there was even older VTubers. And I mentioned before, like VTubers, like they've have always existed. There was also FaceRig. I don't know if anyone remember FaceRig, but like that was basically VTubing before it was VTubing, I mean, I think people still use FaceRig for like VTubing in the first place, but it was like a little thing you could like attach to your webcam, and then you appear to be somebody else, I guess, or like like a 2D anime girl or whatever. I remember actually watching a video of literally somebody playing TF2, I think, and then they had the like default 2D anime girl for FaceRig, and they would just have that for fun, it was just like it was like they even changed their voice or anything. It was just some dude. It was just a guy, but like I don't know, for some reason it was pretty funny. So for me, VTubers have already existed. I've already the honeymoon for them already gone for me before it got popular, so I'm not really into them that much anymore. I just found them a pretty funny gimmick, It's like, oh, this person who has just like a very manly voice, and then their avatar is an anime girl. I think that's just funny for like 10 minutes, but then that's it. Now it's like actual now it's actual like voice actresses, I guess, kind of like doing that sort of, and also being paid by a company, you know, like real actual, you know, if they were to voice like an anime girl, that would be the anime girl, I guess. I don't know. Which is fine, I guess, but I'm not really into it, you know, again, because I'm just like, it's been there, done that. It was like funny for like 10 minutes, but that's it. I could try short plays, you know, you call them speed runs. Wow, amazing. Very innovative. Playing a game really fast. No one has ever thought of that before, obviously. I guess, yeah, that, I mean, you know, like actually that is another legitimate way to play, you know? So instead of like just playing the game like a long play, another way to play the game with no commentary is to do speedruns. Now, ironically though, I mean, unless you're the best, actually, a lot of speedrunners that do get popular are the ones that talk while they do the speedrun. So, I mean, that's how Cherno TV, by the way, got popular, you know, relatively. It's because he was the only ones that actually talk while doing a speedrun, so. So, I mean, it's probably better to talk, I feel like, than to just not talk. But, I mean, I feel like, I mean, I ranted a million times already about speedruns, but, like, at least for me anyway, I can never do a speedrun because that'll be too much frustration, you know? Way too much frustration for me to actual speedrunning. I would never do an actual real life speedrun. You know, in my, you know, remember when I was a kid, I always thought speedruns, you know, I don't know, like I like the idea of speedruns, the idea that, oh, you play the game super fast, you can complete it within a few hours. Wow, you know, this game that's normally like a million hours, you complete it in 2 hours, or even just 10 minutes. So cool. But like when you actually watch speedruns, and it's in its own way, it's good. You know, it's interesting, but often people just glitch their way through, you know, they just glitch it a whole bunch, and then they win. And it's like, well, yeah, it's cool, it's just not really my thing, because when I think of a speedrun, I think you play the game normally, right? You play the game as intended, as designed by developers, you just do it as fast as you can. To me, that's what speedruns are, at the, you know, before I knew about real speedruns anyway. But of course, you know, that's like, I mean, that's probably its own category as well, most likely. That's like its own category. I was like 70s, I was defending. Oh, yeah, I'll just jump on you. Wee! I'd like to kill his ads first. I think Zao, this guy doesn't seem all that tough, right? He's just a priest. He's an old man. Anyway, but yeah. They talk less when they get the. I mean, yeah, get world record, then they talk a lot less. You never understood. Or BG Curry 42. You never understood the appeal of speedruns. What's the fun about rushing through a game? Through a game. It's better to take your time and do everything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get. Well, I do respect it though. You know, I'm not saying that it's bad. I don't think speedruns are bad. I mean, especially when, you know, I feel like people who speedrun games have already played the game, right? So they already went through the casual way, and now they're doing it as fast as they can, you know, to beat it in an interesting way, is the idea. But again, it's like, when I think of, you know, of beating a game really fast, I don't think of using glitches to just beat the game, you know? It's like, I don't know. Again, yeah, the execution, well, the beauty is less the game, the more the execution, yeah. The execution. It's interesting, it's like, you know, I don't know. Again, it is cool to break the game, it's just a little disappointing, you know, to me anyway. Because then you have to learn all these, like, weird glitches, and then you beat the game? I don't know. It's like, I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's like you're playing chess with someone, and the way you normally play chess is to follow the rules, right? You move the pawns, you move the knights, and the bishops, and the rooks, you know, whatever. You know what a speedrun is? Is that they just smack your pieces away with their hands. You know, it's like that. I don't know. That's what a speedrun to me is like. You're not playing by the rules. You're just, you win, but like, you're not really playing by the rules of the game that was intended. You just like do it as something that's out of the box, I guess, and it's cool in its own way, it doesn't appeal to me a lot of the times though. If nothing else, maybe I would watch like one speed run, the one time, you know, just to see what it's like. But I don't really, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like look for them necessarily. It's a thing. Anyway, I think the last time we fought this guy, he didn't have any like super cool spells. He just revives people, I guess. That's the one thing he does, I assume. Otherwise, though, he's just kind of a chump. Anyway, live this. Also, I missed my jump. Yeah, I missed my jump. He moved. I didn't pay attention to the charge time of that. Hello, Silent Knight. You know, can play as Ramza? That's a confusing sentence. You mean you didn't know that you could play as Ramza? Or, I don't know. Because he's literally the main character of the game, so I don't know why you wouldn't be able to play as him. Unless maybe you're mixing it up with the GBA version. The GBA version has a different, like, person. Different main character anyway. If I don't like glitches, there's also glitches. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. I said before, like, there probably is a category for that. Like, glitches categories. Like, no major glitches. Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like the ones that are like, you know, I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know how it is in the actual like speedrunning community, but I feel like people don't really count the glitchless speedruns as the real speedruns. You know, when people think of speedruns, they think of the ones that do have glitches, right? I feel like, at least, you know, I think. I'm not entirely sure though. That's a little damn. Who are these people, by the way? I think they're mystics. The mystics. How do they have so much defense? They block a lot of my attack for some reason. They jump in this guy. Jump on you. Sure, I'll jump on you. Whee! We got some dialogue. That's why I don't want to kill him too soon, by the way. I just want to see if there's any dialogue or anything to do with him. He's actually pretty. I mean, I imagine this boss is actually really easy. He doesn't do much, so I'd rather just draw it out a little bit. But you realize what it is you do. This man is a heretic. You that do obey him shall share his fate. I do not think to find the commander of the Black Ram Knights a traitor to our cause. My choice is made. If it means I must slay each of you to the man, so be it. You should tremble if you're to mock the heavens so. To slay a man of the cloth is to wound this fair land's peace, and turn your back on the natural order the Father has bestowed on us. It is to turn your back on the gods. Wound the peace? You hide behind this peace only as it suits you. You invoke the name of the gods to subjugate the weak. This peace you hail is a vile farce. Men such as you profane the gods to speak their names. Okay. A bit of banter, I guess. As he slaps Ramza with his big rod. This guy's confused, by the way, so he's gonna rend the shield of that guy. Good. It didn't work. It just attacked him normally. Not much I can do actually. I don't know. Just wait here, I guess. Any extra dialogue on this morning? It's not the gods that concern me, but the truth. Truth, you say? Do you name the charges against you false? Our holy office offered you a form in which to clear your name, to absolve yourself of the charges of murder and theft that dog you. Well, you discarded this chance like so much night soil. You fled, and in so running proved your guilt. Did I run though? You ran. You know, you're the one that ran last time I fought you. I didn't run, you ran. You've been tried and found guilty, Ramza Beoulve. Your only absolution now is in death. The hour of your plea comes too late. Then you force my hand. Okay, well we don't have a choice. We do have to murder him. As for extra experience though, not metal. Let me just kill this guy real quick. Whee! Glitches speedruns should be the real winners, but Risa disagrees with that. Using glitches doesn't make the game. Using glitches doesn't make the game any easier. The execution of a lot of glitches is super hard, and you can beat the game in the time you have to put in to pull it off consistently. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the game. Sometimes glitches. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying like it's easy necessarily, like it's easy to do. Like sometimes glitches are hard to pull off, and that in itself is like its own meta. You know, it's like a meta game, really, when you think about it. It's just that it defeats the original. What I'm trying to say is that it defeats the original intention of the developer. You know, you're not playing by the rules given to you. You're just changing the rules itself, which is fine. It's just that you're playing a different game now. You know, the game title is now just like. It doesn't mean anything, you know, you're just playing something else, I feel like. Is what I think, anyway. In my opinion. Sometimes, you know, some speedruns are kind of very... I've seen, you know, a lot of speedruns are very random, actually. Sometimes you're kind of... It's kind of based on RNG. Whether or not you can, like, pull off a certain glitch. Which I also kind of find annoying. Because then what's the point? You're just rolling the lottery now, you know? You're playing a gacha game, except the SSR is a world record, you know? Anyway. Great Father, strike these sinners, that they may feel your wrath. Also, I think, yeah, the leader stole my kill. Damn it. You stole my experience. Anyway. Ran about speedruns and then also killed a priest, which is, I mean, it's already pretty bad in general, you know, to murder someone, but especially in medieval times, to kill a man of the cloth, it's like, that's the greatest heresy ever. Then again, it didn't stop. Well, when I'm thinking of history, though, when I'm thinking back to like medieval history, I'm not very good, you know, remembering certain events, but I did remember actually whenever there was like I remember in I believe the Holy Roman Empire or some other country anyway in Europe, sometimes the king would like actually just kill the priests, you know, especially when the priests would say something that would be against what the king wanted or whatever, like something that's politically like troublesome, I guess, for the king. Sometimes they would just execute the priests, you know? That's just how it works in medieval times. Anyway. Where will you go now, Ramza? 2 errands brought me to Zeltania. The first was to meet you. The second is to speak with Count Orlando. Orlando? When I think of Orlando, it's a different Orlando. Orlando, maybe? How do I say that? Orlando. The Thunder God. I mean to enlist his aid in exposing the church's intrigues. How? I have powerful evidence of the church's misdeeds. The scriptures of Germanic. I spoke with the Countess' adopted son, Orin, not long past. He pledged her aid should I bring hard evidence against the church. Orin, eh? Now, who are you? This random person? Who is this sprite? Never seen that sprite before. It's alright, she's with me. Malone has provided several others to help me carry out my task. She is but one. Help you? I was sent to keep watch on you. And a fine job you're doing of it. Only she knows our plans in full. I trust no other than Goltana's army more. You're the youngest Beoulve, Ramza, am I right? My name is Vamafra. I take it you do not come for idle chat. The Northern Order moves. They make for Belsalat. Count Orlando himself has departed for the same only just now. Duke Goltana is like to join them soon, at the head of your Black Rab Knights no less. They were too late. The fighting will continue. Don't give up yet. I might still convince the Count to avoid this needless bloodshed. Then our paths part once again. Be safe, Delita. And you, Ramza. Bzz. You know, get pranked because there's like a hand buzzer. Anyway. You mean to let him go? He acts as I expected he would. Even your friends are only pieces to be played. Mind your words. You know not what you say. Such outbursts as ill become a man. Haven't you somewhere else to be? Okay, very sassy of each other. Maybe I could have killed Delita at the start of the battle, that he would have stolen my kill. Maybe so. Oh well, too late now. But anyway, I guess we have a new objective. We need to go meet up with, I guess. Well, we're supposed to go. Yeah, we're going to Besla, because Besla is where the entire, this whole war is kind of coming to a fever pitch in the fort. We're gonna go there, hopefully ahead of the army, and meet up with the Count to show him the hard evidence, and maybe he'll, be on our side, I guess, is the idea. Let me just save. Over here. And check if there's any other extra cutscenes. Okay, there's no extra cutscenes as far as I know. Let's go over here. No, okay, good. Just want to make sure before I end it for now. So we'll continue, I guess, next time.